You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
In early August 1799, a sudden and dramatic accident occurred near this spot. It happened close to the premises of Isaac Dimmesdale, a coachmaster located in Aldersgate Street. Dimmesdale's business serviced and rented coaches, including hearses, and it was during the preparation of one of these hearses that a grave accident occurred. One of Dimmesdale's employees, William Quarray, was tasked with harnessing 2 horses to a hearse for use in a funeral. Unfortunately for Quarray, the horses did not respond positively and began to kick and bite each other. Eager to get the harnesses on, Quarray put himself between the 2 horses and tried to part them. But as he struggled to restore order, his right arm was bitten. It was a swift and unfortunate accident. The horse that bit Quarray had just been bitten and was attempting to respond, but now it had the man's arm in its jaws, and it did not immediately release him. Daniel Laurie arrived on the scene when he had heard the screams and helped to release the injured and bleeding Quarray. Laurie was a servant to the coachmaster Isaac Dimmesdale and would accompany Quarray in a coach to St. Bartholomew's Hospital. Quarray was taken, with his injured right arm tied up to stem the already considerable blood loss from the bite wound. These efforts proved to be in vain, however, and by midnight Quarray was dead, having succumbed to the blood loss that he had suffered. The business that Quarray was attending to on that fateful day was an important part of many coach companies in London and throughout the country in the late 18th century. The provision of hearses and horses for funerals was often performed by entrepreneurial coachmasters or tavern owners, who would hire their vehicles out to undertakers. These individuals often had the space to store a hearse and the stables to keep the horses. For many undertakers, these were costs that they simply could not justify at a time when the funerary business was still developing, or even a supplement to another line of trade, such as upholstery or carpentry. It was equally true that some coffins in London were still carried short distances, from the house to the parish church, and that hearses were increasing in popularity, but not as widespread as they would be in following decades, when the dead were taken to more remote cemeteries.